we got? Oh, nope. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, too far. Alright, here we go.
Decisions.
Well, last time in Astreva.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Sure. You all had managed to bypass the entirety of the Emberline Caldera, finding the hidden path to the Ember Crucible, where you encountered an older priest who then challenged you, where you were seemingly transported to an arena somewhere, in which you then fought a dragon. You managed to successfully defeat the dragon and found yourself returned to the same location where, rather than the old priest-like individual, an sort of grizzled holy warrior appeared. After exchanging some words, he revealed himself to be a big-ass dragon. And then you all hopped on his back and flew off into the sunset. And that is where we will pick up today. Bam.
Okay.
So, you guys are currently on the back of Thaurian, and he is currently making his way towards the Ashclasp Teeth, which is the large, sort of jagged obsidian mountains that kind of frame the northern border of the Emberline Caldera. You have a little bit of time before you actually get there, so if you guys would like to RP, discuss things, whatever, now would be the time.
Get a long rest.
No.
Whoa.
So where are we on his back, like, right now, and how big is he compared to all of us?
So he is what is it? Ginormous? Huge?
Giganormous.
Gargantuan. He is a gargantuan creature, which means he's about as big as a Tarask.
So, like, we're just, like, riding on his back. Can I, like, climb up to his head and just try and start talking to him?
Yeah.
Just, like, taking all of the scenery and everything in. I'm just like, how old are you?
Very old.
I asked him if he was here before the silence.
And hopefully long after it's been dealt with.
Gotcha. What can he tell me about my heritage?
What do you wish to know?
Why me?
I can't speak for the machinations of fate.
Fair enough. But what is expected of me? What does he know of my task?
You must recreate the Covenant of Scales. Unite dragonkind. Perhaps succeed where the others failed.
The what others are you talking about?
You said the Covenant of Scales.
Yeah. The gods, the old divinity, my own people, the sacred beasts. They're innumerable.
I found a book a while back with a lot of names in it. Maybe I could show you this when we this list, or asking some of these names if they sound familiar.
I shall do what I can.
It's a big responsibility.
One that you decided to bear once you supped from the Godswell.
I suppose it's all fate. Did anybody else have any good questions?
Yeah.
What dragon are you?
Yeah, did you become a dragon or were you born a dragon? How'd that work?
I have always been a dragon. As have my brothers and sisters. We were at one point. I'm sorry, but I cannot say. The old ways bind my tongue.
Ah. Like a curse?
An oath.
Ah. I know a bit of those.
You've been around for a while, so you know these lands pretty well, right?
You could say that, I suppose.
Well, we're looking for certain places, and what were they again? If I asked, and he looks toward the others.
Well, we made it as far. That was the Temple of Borvax, was it not?
That
Not
it was.
quite.
That's all we're looking. Oh,
So, could you perhaps take us to the Lost Temple of Borvax?
Where do you think we're going, Godsworn?
I couldn't remember if we already knew. Did we already know?
You didn't know that, but you could have just made that assumption.
Okay, that's kind of, that's why I was like, how do I ask this? Okay. Excellent. Do you have any idea what awaits me there?
I do not. It is not for my ears nor my eyes.
Gotcha.
As for your question, little one, I am a bearer of the silver scale.
I just noticed when we were fighting, after you did your whole little mind thing on me, which I don't exactly appreciate. You kept changing the arena. I was wondering if that was you or just where we were at.
It was not me you fought.
Oh. Oh, me too.
Wait, did you say he's the? What did you say his name was, or his title?
It's not really a title. He just said he was a bearer of the silver scale.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can consider it kind of a title, but he's a silver scaled great worm.
The Argent Guardian.
Yep.
The Frostbound Herald, the Paragon of Winter.
Old titles that don't mean much nowadays.
Well, do you have any advice?
Follow the path you seek as just.
Surely I can do that. I think that's all I got for you.
Any other questions? Or conversations amongst yourselves?
Is anybody still really hurt? Guard, didn't you get beat up pretty bad?
Guard would look at you, and he's covered in soot, and has burn marks, and I think he got hit by a tail once. No, he got bitten too. So he has tooth marks.
Been pierced.
I was gonna say that,
he's just dripping blood.
Nyx was sitting there meditating the entire time, and I cast Aura Vitality. And channel it for the whole minute, so everyone's probably just full health now.
Okay.
Oh, so I can max HP.
Yeah.
Cool. Heal 17. Bam. Dude, 47 HP as a sorcerer. What? I'm a tank with 18 AC.
Bro,
Can I wear heavy armor? Is that a thing?
You can, but your speed would be reduced and you would not be able to cast spells.
Oh, yep, nope, never mind.
18 is also the maximum that non-metrical armor can get you to anyways, so.
Okay.
Me sitting here with 19 AC.
Technically 20 if you have a shield.
The freaking spellcasters have almost as much HP and more AC. I'm done for. I'm cooked.
Well, technically your HP is
dude.
nearly double the guard because you have resistance, but
Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting here with just freaking a lowly little 32
wizard things.
older things.
I honestly don't have as much constitution as I'd like either. But, no.
All right.
There. We're still babies in the grand scheme of things.
Yep. So
do you have nothing? Does no one else have nothing for the big guy here? And the guard looks toward Nyx and says nothing at all.
The past doesn't concern me. It's what we do with the future.
But the past is greatly entwined with your own fate.
And like this whole time, like what about our iotas? Do they like? Can I?
They're still within you until you summon them.
Okay. Can I summon Scaldrus?
Yeah.
Right? That's mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like see if ask him if he knows this dragon that we ride, Valrion.
He is the bearer of the silver scale.
That's what he told me too.
Former
Alright.
member of the Covenant.
Yes, I will. I have marked it into my writings. I'm gonna need your help though.
Of course.
I can't do this by myself. And then with that, I'll motion like Scaldrus. I mean, he can either stay out or go back in.
As you summon Scaldrus, you actually kind of feel this sharp pain in your mouth as your teeth begin to grow into fangs, and your horns grow slightly longer.
Oh, that's sweet. Or,
He's turning
well,
into a death claw.
yeah, you see me kind of like, I'll flinch in pain as I like cover my face and rub my mouth and eyes, and then
And
I'll look at myself in a blade.
as you uncover your eyes, you realize you can see just a bit more clearly.
Oh. Fixed my astigmatism.
If anybody were to look, Erebus would now have the double slitted sort of reptilian eyes.
Yo, that's sick.
Thank you, friend.
Your power grows, Scion.
So it seems it does. I will put it to good use.
Guard sits there thoughtfully for a moment, silent, and then focuses on the holding on to the dragon as hard as he can, because looking over the horizon, he notices how steep it is. He still does not like heights.
So, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, the sky at the moment, is it sort of morning, evening, noon?
Yeah, it's sunrise. The horizon is the western horizon is this sort of purple orangish hue that you see in the image here.
Mm.
So, as you rapidly approach the ash-clasped teeth, you see Thalrian is not slowing his pace. You see he is charging full force towards a very jagged set of obsidian spires that jut from the crest of this mountain. As you rapidly approach it, you actually can see the glint of the sunrise from the obsidian glass surface of these jagged points. And you can feel and also see as Thalrian sort of reels his head back, and then he lets out a roar that splits the heavens as he lets out a massive gout of frosty breath that completely encases the top of the mountainside and leaves a bit of a chill in the air as you coast through the frozen mist. And then, with a massive crack of glass, shatter through them. You see, as you begin to descend, a cavern superheated by geothermal vents where molten rock glows in hues of orange and red, interspersed with veins of strange iridescent crystals that catch the light of Skaldris's prismatic scales. Let's see. The atmosphere here is thick with the scent of ozone and sulfur, punctuated by the deep, resonant hum of elemental power. You see ancient draconic runes seared into the volcanic rock, which faintly glow as you all approach. As you begin to, as you continue to descend, Thalrian's wings slowing their earth-shaking motion. He speaks. The heart of the sacred wastes holds more than just petrified faith. It holds echoes of primeval might. Erebus. The ash-clasped teeth marks the border of the Emberline Caldera, a wound where the land's fire still breathes. There, in the sanctum of the Ashforged scale, you will find a prismatic scale shard, a fragment of Barovax's very essence. It is a piece of the balance he embodied, forged in fire and crystal. Claim it, Godsworn, and let the elements themselves whisper of your ascension.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
All right.
And then, as the sort of haze begins to vanish, you can actually see, seemingly carved out of the obsidian stone within this naturally formed cavern that you find, these massive pillars that lead towards a, at one point, grand cathedral, a pool of magma, sort of lighting the way towards it. The crystals continuing to hum and thrum with their elemental power.
Well, that's definitely a temple.
Go forth, Scion. Claim your heritage, Skaldris says.
I
So,
will go.
noticing how he changed when his Scion came out, would I have like put 2 and 2 together, noticing that when the Scion came out, he changed, or
When the Iota came out?
yeah, the Iota, not Scion, sorry.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, just for his own like inquisitive nature, he would have pulled his out just temporarily to see if anything happened with him, or if he would have just seen or if he would have just put 2 and 2 together that were more with his quest. That's why he's changing.
As you summon Lexori, it begins to shift and write in the air rapidly as how it communicates. And you can feel both of your arms sort of burn and singe as the ink that has constantly been on your arms seems to grow darker.
I would just like look at my hands and kind of like look over them and just go, interesting. Like just understanding and looking and trying to memorize all the detail.
So you all going to press forward?
Yeah, is Thalrion going to accompany us?
He has shifted back into his old knight form. And he will place a hand on his chest in solemn salute and give you a slight nod. As I said, 'tis not for my ears nor my eyes.
Understood. Well then with that, I shall press on, and Erebus will begin to approach the cathedral.
Guard will join you if he can.
Yeah. Nix and Calum, you following as well?
I will, but I will do a slight little bow and say thank you for bringing us here.
'Tis my duty. As you all make your way up the cool obsidian steps, your feet echoing around the chamber, seemingly resonating with the thrum of the crystals all around you, you find yourself at the grandiose entryway into this crucible, or rather, the temple. You see a vast open cavern where a central ancient molten pool bubbles with primal fire, ringed by pillars of solidified ash and supercooled obsidian. Around the center of this chamber, you see smaller alcoves, or perhaps side chambers themselves, where you can see a strange phenomenon of elements constantly rearranging themselves, from ice or water that perpetually freezes and thaws into intricate ice sculptures. You see another where the ground itself sort of hums with raw earthen energy, and you can hear high vents where a wind seems to billow, and a shimmering lightning sort of dances along the ceiling here as well. At the very center of the molten pool, you see a single massive dragon scale of hardened lava and crystalline growth, serving as an altar. It ripples with a faint internal light, shifting through all the colors of the spectrum. A prismatic scale shard of Barovax himself.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and keep approaching. Is there any way to get to those alcoves that you were saying?
Yeah, they're around they're around the room.
Okay. What do you guys think? You guys want to check out one of the alcoves, or just press forward into the cathedral?
This is all you, man.
All right. Well, said that, I'm going to approach the scale.
All right. As you approach the molten pool, the thrumming of the scale as it shifts between these prismatic colors grows more violent until it halts. A singular golden scale now, and it begins to rapidly shrink until it's about palm size as it starts to drift towards you.
I guess I'll hold out my hands, like palms open to grab it.
Scaldrus will actually sort of flutter past you and will actually grab a hold of it, and he will then fly it and place it gently in your hands. It's warm to the touch, almost alive with dormant power. As you touch it, the air in the chamber shimmers violently, and the molten light of the caldera seems to dim for a moment. You don't just feel the power of the shard, you receive a sudden jarring psychic imprint, a vision sharp and cold as a winter's dawn. You see a vast, desolate expanse of blinding white ice and jagged blue-hued glaciers. A monstrous ancient silhouette of a dragon, almost unseen against the snow, is briefly visible. He hears a deep, or rather you hear a deep, mournful groan, a sound that resonates with the chill of ages, and a whisper. The glacier's heart remembers. As your normal vision returns to you once more, you see a flash of Scaldrus before you, as he seems to pulse with an intense, frigid blue light. The draconic runes on its the faceted scale that kind of makes up his core. The draconic runes on it seem to focus on symbols of frost and stillness.
Whoa.
You have claimed.
Sorry.
You have
what-
claimed the golden
yeah.
scale.
Okay, I have it now. Gotcha. And then, so Scaldrus, is he like stuck like that, or like?
No, it was for just a moment.
Oh, okay. Then I can safely assume that I just saw Cryonax in my vision.
If that's what the assumption you'd like to make.
Indeed, it is. And I'll ask Scaldrus if he also saw the vision.
It will nod.
So then it looks like.
Go ahead and refresh your inventory, by the way.
Oh, okay. Then with that, I know the first dragon we need to find. Should I just refresh my whole D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Okay. Elemental Essence Shard. Fire. This crackling crystal contains the essence of an elemental plane. As an action, you can attach the shard to a tiny object, such as a weapon or a piece of jewelry, or detach it. If it falls off. If your attunement to it ends. You can use the shard as a spellcasting focus while you hold or wear it. When you're using metamagic option on a spell while you are holding or wearing the shard, you can use this property. Fire. Target the spell, you can see catches fire. The burning target takes 2d10 fire damage at the start of its next turn, and then the flames go out. So that I can do that on top of.
Whenever you use a meta magic option, yes.
So I can twin spell and basically do 4 spells at once.
Yep.
Like hit 2 people with like a magic dart and set them on fire.
Yep.
And that's okay. So how do I just equip it?
So in order to attune to it, you have to attach it to something.
Okay.
So that will require some sort of either blacksmith, jeweler, tailor, whatever, to attach it to whatever you desire. And you will also have to attune to it, which does take a long rest.
Okay.
And we haven't long rested yet.
Right. So that might be coming up, man. Probably attune real quick. Oh wait, but no, I have to find somebody. I need to attach it to some.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I will return to the party, and like, since I just read that out loud, we can assume that I tell them about what I had just received, and then I will also say that I know the first dragon that we need to find.
The first of many, I assume?
Oh yes, the first of many, my friend. First of... well, now we know 2 if... They're the second of 15. As Erebus looks at his notes.
Yep. 5 prismatic, or 5 metallic, 5 chromatic, and then 5 gem.
Would anybody like to go check out one of those alcoves?
You bet I would. There could be treasure. Which direction would be the alcove?
They're scattered all around this main chamber.
If I rolled a number, and let's say you assign each alcove a number, and I rolled a number, and I have guard go to that number, would that work? Just to make things simpler?
Sure. There are 3 alcoves.
Alright, I'm rolling. Rolling. How do I do a custom roll?
By going to Google and typing roll 1d3.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't a D3 a thing? Roll dice.
I didn't know Google had its own roller. What the?
Yep.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't want a modifier. Go. Roll. I got a 1.
Alright.
I can also flip a coin for you.
So you make your way over towards the leftmost alcove. This is the one where the water is constantly freezing and thawing itself and taking on vague shapes of ice sculptures.
Vague shapes of ice sculptures.
Yeah, no like particular shape. They're just like it's vaguely like solidified ice in the form of something, square, triangle, just random shapes.
In the song, is it what's powering the ice, so to speak? Anything in particular?
Doesn't seem like it. It seems to just be here.
It's the elemental power of the caverns.
Can I take a piece of ice?
Would you like to try?
I would like to try.
You reach a hand out, and you can immediately feel your hand beginning to freeze over.
Hmm.
Oh god, we have to amputate it.
No! Actually, that'd be pretty cool if I could grow a root hand. A barky
Oh,
hand.
dude.
But he will pull back. And instead of a hand, he's going to extend... He has a spear in his inventory. He'll do that.
The head of the spear immediately freezes over, as does the haft, and it becomes brittle. It is destroyed. You've got
Hold
one
on.
good
The
use.
ice is- Hold on. I bring the spear forward. It's covered in that ice, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not stuck on it?
No, it's been completely. The spear itself has been completely encased in ice.
Alright. He's gonna take a piece of the ice on the spear.
All right.
There we go.
It immediately starts to melt in the humid air of the volcano.
I'm gonna rename this the Icy Spear. Alright.
Okay, guard.
Well, you can't touch that. What's in the next one? We're rolling again.
Can I do like an investigation to see if there's anything of noteworthy in the alcove besides that?
No investigation necessary. There's nothing.
Okay.
3.
Oh. Isn't that where we just were?
No.
Alcove 3?
3.
1.
Yeah. 3. You find yourself at the more empty one where you can see the earth, the ground here, kind of constantly rumbling.
It's constantly rumbling.
Yeah. You see it kind of, you know how the shaman's earthquake looks in World of Warcraft?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like that. It's churning and roiling.
Are all these alcoves just related to an element? He's gonna toss a He's gonna toss a spare hand axe into the moving earth.
It grows
What does
more.
it
It
do?
grows more violent as the hand axe is shattered beyond use.
It's just completely broken.
Yep.
Does it get swallowed by the earth?
Yes.
Alright. We ain't keeping that one then. Alright. One more. If I don't look everywhere, it's gonna bother me to the end of days.
This one is up high. It would require you to scale the wall.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That is
Guard
also
looks up.
also where the lightning is sort of running along the ceiling here.
Lightning where?
In one of the alcoves. The last alcove guard hasn't looked in. But it's up high. How high would you say?
About 30 feet.
Hold on. We have a dragon. He's a big boy. Guard will look toward the dragon. Could you lift me up there real quick?
Tharian's not in there with you.
What?
He stayed out.
He looks toward where he thought the dragon was, and it's just Erebus. And he goes, oh.
I cannot help you, my friend. You would squash me like a bug.
He's going to determinedly try to climb it.
Alright, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he will rage for this one.
Rage climb.
Let's go. Oh my gosh. Both terrible rolls. 10.
As you begin to scale the wall, you can actually begin to feel goosebumps sort of rising up on your arms as you ascend towards the lightning. I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
And a dex saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Of course the dex saves are fine. 23.
Alright. You don't take full damage. You take 6 points of lightning damage as lightning strikes at you from the ceiling. You can keep climbing if you want to. You're about halfway there. Or you can descend.
All these places don't like people being here. Gosh dang. But he can't see what's there.
Nope.
So we're gonna keep trying.
Alright, give me another athletics check.
Now let me know when the rage ends, by the way. Holy smokes, 11.
Alright, I need another dexterity saving throw at disadvantage this time.
Alright. Would it be... Because of a danger sense, would it be
It's just a flat
normal
roll.
or just... Alright. Here goes. Nah, that's an 8.
Doing great.
It's okay.
I believe in you.
This time you take 10 points of lightning damage as you get zapped off the wall, losing control of your muscle as you're struck by lightning, and you fall and take an additional 1 point of falling damage as you fall and have the wind knocked out of you.
as Nyx claps.
Oh, yeah. Whatever's up there's not worth it.
Again! I just start laughing.
Ouch. You know what? It could stay there. Ooh. And his rage ends. Well, I checked all the alcoves. Nothing.
I thought
Good
you
job.
missed that one over there. It's me being a smartass.
If you want to check it, you climb up there. Go on.
I'll leave the strength up to you. Just start laughing.
He just waves him off. Waves him off. Alright. So, what'd you get? Let me check. You got Star Airbus. Curious now.
I got the scale of Borvex. Airvex. It allows me to set people on fire on top of my casting my spells at them. So DPS go boom.
Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. I guess you
As
can
well
throw.
as, I was just gonna say, as well as attaining the scale, it was accompanied with a vision. And then I described the vision that I saw of who I believe to be Cryonax, the dragon. I think that we must find him. Or them. I don't know
Did-
dragons. What dragon it is. What?
Bleh. Did they give you a general location?
A snowy mountain.
Oh, I know a couple of those.
The only place snow falls in Astreva is the far northern reaches of the storm-torn highlands.
Which is the direction we were already headed in, am I correct? We're going north.
I believe we have a rendezvous that we need to meet.
Keeping up with all these places we gotta be is messing with my head. Good. The rendezvous on this continent, or is it somewhere else?
What was the city that Kalen's mentors from?
Lorathis.
To the east.
Yep. On the free cities of Beltros.
Yeah, the mountains in the north, are those on this continent, or are they on a
No,
separate continent?
they're on the Stormtorn Highlands, the northern continent.
Yeah. So
One
we'll have to
second.
take a boat or a dragon to get there.
I might know a couple boats to bring us there. Also, again, 1 second. Food's here. Boof.
Calum, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Spooky.
$23.
Nice.
Nice.
So, as you all are standing around deciding next steps, Calum, you hear from behind you guys, back at the plateau of the obsidian stairs that you had gotten into the cathedral with, a kind of familiar sound, being a kind of popping noise that you recognize as a symbol of Alaris' familiar.
You see Caleb like perk up and like lock on to where the sound is coming from. Once he sees it, like actually sees it, he's going to see him start smiling and kind of moving towards it.
So, as you make your way out of the cathedral, you see a very familiar owl with its blue-tipped feathers, and the satchels on its back used to carry various magical components, and the small sort of arcane lantern that it keeps attached as well, as a seemingly a note that is tied to its ankle.
I let it
I posted what it looks like.
Yeah, I let it perch on my arm. I raised my arm up so it can just easily perch, and I go to grab the note.
It flutters over and lands on top of you. As you untie the note from its ankle. You read it, I assume?
Yarr.
Alright. It reads, "To the Godsworn, my familiar carries this message with utmost urgency. As you're aware, the awakening in the ossuary has not gone unnoticed. Hollow Rest is no longer safe for you or me. The Creed Forged and the Quietus are already stirring, their presence growing too keen. You should make for Lear's Folly. It's an old academic ruin on the eastern coast of the Sacred Wastes. Largely forgotten and shielded by lingering arcane energies. I have arranged for a light table to be there, essential for the work ahead. I must, however, continue my journey back to Larathis for a short time to gather crucial research material and verify certain translations. The manuscripts that Nyx entrusted with me hold secrets that require the full breadth of the lexicon's knowledge. I anticipate being able to join you at Lear's Folly in approximately 2 months' time. Until then, secure the Folly. Its depths may not yet hold forgotten insights. Its depths may yet hold forgotten insights. Calum, the very air of that place should resonate with your purpose. Explore its archives, for the weave may yet reveal itself to you there. Be swift, be discreet, and know that even in ruin, truth can find a sanctuary." And then it's signed Alaris Valden.
I just start smiling, and I share it with whoever else is here.
Nyx tends to the familiar.
It coos and
Guard
curls.
returns to the desk.
I assume Caleb just read that out loud.
Yeah, after I read it, I shared with everybody.
Then we know where we must go.
That we do.
I agree. Well, should we leave the cathedral? I assume Tharion is still just waiting for us.
Well, we better check to find out. Unless you want to leave without him.
No, I think that's kind of our way out of here.
Could be. Let's hope he's there then.
Oh wait, I may have left out. I think I forgot to read. Let's see. Oh no, I said that. Okay. 2 months' time is when she'll be there.
Oh, okay.
It's going to take us a while to get there.
That it will.
How dare.
And so, you're all vaguely familiar with the general geography of the world. So you are aware that the eastern port city is called Luthendale. So you can either choose to travel overland towards Luthendale, or you can make your way north towards Vaindeer, the northern port city, and potentially charter a boat there. But that would also require you to brave the Sea of Echoes, and may get you to Luthendale faster, but may be significantly more dangerous. So that is the choice ahead of you. Do you travel overland, or do you travel by sea?
Decisions.
Not pressed for time. The other issue is once we get to Luthendale, there's the issue of our infamy.
Very, very true.
We aren't pressed for time yet. On the issue of our infamy, we should be a little bit more cautious, I agree. But on our quest, we don't know what will happen and how pressing a matter will come about. We know the current risks, but we don't know the future risks. And time is always a valuable asset, no matter what. That is what I've learned from my old man. I'm not too unfamiliar with the seas, if we take that. Though the land might be a different matter. I'm not afraid to take that either.
If we make it to sea, it'll be easier to hide. Once we're on the open seas.
Maybe from the people,
Maybe
not from the
harder for our
creatures.
enemies to find us.
Do the Elswarm control the seeds? Or whatever they're called.
Say that again?
Do the
Creedforge?
Creedforged control the seeds?
Well, there's
I feel like they would have a name.
You as Nyx would not have knowledge of that. Erebus, you would be aware that they do patrol the seas, but mostly only to guard the eastern border of the Sun-Crowned Empire. They don't generally roam the entirety of the seas. As for Guard, you would be very intimately aware that there is a significant pirate presence around the northern end of the Sacred Wastes and the southern end of the Stormtorn Highlands. In fact, one of the few tribes that roam the Highlands is a seafaring tribe with a couple of villages built on the jagged coastline of the Stormtorn Highlands.
Does he know? Are they? Yeah, it kind of cut out. What patrols? Who patrols? Down there?
Guard would be aware of.
Wait, did that whole thing not come through?
Yeah. Well, just like the part where you said who or what patrols.
Only the important parts got missing.
Yeah.
Nice. Classic. Guard, you would be aware that one of the tribes of the Stormtorn Highlands is a seafaring tribe. That they generally patrol. They're pirates, basically. They roll up and down the coastline, and they have a couple of seaside villages as well.
Hostiles.
Hold on. Does Guard know whether they're friendly to the other tribes or not?
None of the tribes are truly friendly with one another. I will say this particular clan, the Stormborn, they are particularly aggressive, though.
Guard does like a challenge, though. That said, well, sort of, kind of. If the world only consisted of the Creed Forge, then their eyes we probably avoid, but the people of the Highlands have and up near the north, have pirates that come down. They're not particularly friendly.
I still think that we take the less risky and safer route. What I mean by that is where at least we're not known. Because, and I'll summon Lexori, we are getting stronger as I show my arm off. But I don't think we can take on an army just yet. I still think we try and lay low, take our time, and see what we can sneak past for the time being. Let's not cause more issues.
Caleb, go ahead and give me a history or nature check real quick.
They're both +8. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, just take your pick.
21 for history.
All right. In some of the random learnings that you would just peruse at your time within the study halls of the free cities, You happen to look upon sea charts once or twice, and you would know that it would roughly take 2 weeks to get from Vaindir to Luthendale. And you also know that over land, from roughly where you currently are, it would take about a month to get to Luthendale.
And I would explain this and say we would still have 2 to 3 weeks head start and buffer to get there before my previous men. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, dude. I'm still really
Alaris.
in my head. Alaris. So.
Nix is also waiting to meet up with Alaris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say we go by boat.
Cross by wave. Well, I mean, she's not going to be there for 2 months, regardless of when we get there.
Oh, okay. So we'll still be able to go do something.
Cross by wave or stone, the destination is the same, but I trust the earth to warn me before it swallows me.
I mean, that is fair. I don't know any creatures under the earth. Looks toward Caleb. What do you think then?
Sorry, what was that?
Would you go by land or by sea?
Like I said, I think the best way is for us to continue getting stronger, but take our time and go where we're not noticed. What I mean by that is people aren't looking for us. So we can go and be more hidden in plain sight and not have to cover ourselves. So yes, it may be dangerous, but it's less dangerous because we're not having to constantly look over our shoulders on someone, for a group of people that basically have it out for us.
That sounds like sea to me.
It sounds like both.
Well, I know the bones of my ancestors are usually on land, so I feel a bit more comfortable following the trail of the earth. Those underwater, well, they're so down deep there, their spirits are lost to the depths.
Nix will also add, the sea forgets it's dead, the land remembers.
So I will go for land.
And it is.
Wait, so it's land to boat, right?
Is there 2 for boat? If there's 2 for boat and 2 for land, we have a stalemate. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's why I said land. It is.
KJ, we're crossing land, not on Dragonback, to go take a ship, and that's a month and 2 weeks.
No, so it will take a month to get to Luthendale by land, or it will take 2 weeks to get from Vaindir, which is fairly close to where you are, about 3 or 4 days walk. And you can get a boat there, and it will take you 2 weeks to get to Luthendale.
Gotcha. I misunderstood completely. I think that we do what we can to be as less conspicuous as possible. And you said that was boat?
That's what I feel.
You have to go through a town to do that. And charter a boat. There's nothing more conspicuous than chartering a boat.
So we take a boat in a town that's not by
The
that
northern
one
town.
group that's looking for us, or we go through an area where they are looking for us, right? I guess I'm just really confused now because I got it turned upside down in my head.
I mean, there is always
I
the
don't think anyone's
potential. There is always the
actively
potential
looking for
of Creed Forge patrols around the Sacred Wastes.
Yeah. But I don't think anyone's actively looking for us.
The Quietus are, I believe. They're hunting us.
Oh yeah, the Quietus would be actively looking for us, I assume. But the Creed Forge didn't really get.
No, we kind of killed. Yeah, we kind of killed anybody who. But the
Yeah,
Quietus, we did
know.
not. He got away.
Yeah,
right?
we also don't know that the Quietus will be up at sea, so I'd rather avoid the unknown situation.
All right, ye land blubbers.
So the choice is land then.
I will Erebus
like it.
caves.
Just for fun, though, Nyx will ritual cast Speak with Animals and ask the familiar what it thinks. Since this discussion is clearly taking that long.
It thinks that it's hungry.
I already fed it.
It thinks that it's hungry still.
We'll feed it more.
It is content.
Yeah, then we go land. We take our time, just go across land that way. I got things mixed up, so that's on me.
Don't worry about it. Land it is. We'll do our best to avoid any people.
We'll walk
If you
where
see-
memory lingers rather than where nothing holds.
Well, there's definitely memories on land. Remember, head toward the previous temple. Being woken up in the middle of the night by Caleb. To follow that, what was that? That visage of some sort.
Just be careful.
Yeah, don't go chasing. Let's not try chasing any ghosts or supposed ghosts in the middle of the night.
I thought you were going to say don't go chasing waterfalls.
Waterfalls.
I was
yeah.
also thinking that.
Wow. Glad to disappoint. Shall we go speak to our dragon friend then?
Well, we do need to get back to the cauldron if we're going to get our mounts back.
That's true.
I have not forgotten about them. I was going to ask about that.
I did.
How could you?
Alright, you make your way back to Thalran.
Yep.
Yo,
As you do so, he once more, hand on chest, bowing towards you, Erebus. Welcome back, Scalebearer.
Thank you. I feel powerful.
And you will feel much more as your journey progresses.
I will mention my vision to Thalron.
Well, as there are only 2 scales of ice, me being one of them, I think we can assume that may be Cryonax.
I knew it. But Erebus smirks.
As far as I'm aware, their domain is far to the north.
That would make sense. Seeing with the ice in my vision. Do you know anything about this Cryonax? Anything useful you can share with me?
We are forbidden from sharing our selves by the old ways.
Ah. The oath.
So what is next for you, Godsworn?
We need to return to the caldera to retrieve our mounts, as a companion of ours has sent message. We must go somewhere else for now. I will not forget my quest.
He lets out a solemn nod. Very well. I can take you back to the caldera.
Be greatly
Nice
appreciated.
as well.
Oh yeah. Can we rest in the cavern?
By all means, you are
No,
the
we
scion.
can get back. We already have a camp set up. And it's much too warm here.
Ah. That's true. Let us return to our mounts. And then we shall rest.
He will take a few steps back to grant enough room for his gigantic form. His gargantuan form. As he once more takes the shape of the great worm and allows for you to ascend to his back, as he will take you back down to the caldera.
Word of wisdom, Erebus. Most don't die from touching power. They die from forgetting why it was sealed.
Noted.
Alright.
Oh, wait. You know, Going to a town would still be nice for me, though, so that I could attach my jewel, the scale.
I thought you could do that as an action.
No, didn't you say I need a blacksmith or a jeweler?
Yeah, this will require some sort of profession tool.
Are any of us? Alright, you guys can do that? Is that
Only if you want potions or poisons.
okay? Callum, can you do any? Isn't that an item?
What?
The jeweler, like a jeweler's box or something?
Yeah.
I think I only have a. Yeah, I have a forgery kit. Not going to work.
But it has forging in the name.
I know, right? What the fuck?
I also don't see crafting as a skill.
It's not. It would be tool proficiencies. In the leftmost box, you'll see tools.
Yeah, I see that. That's how I know I have darts, herbalism kit, and poison kit.
Well, we can figure that out on our way towards. Is there any other towns spread out on the, what is it? The Shattered Isles? Or
The Sacred Wastes.
Sacred Waste.
You're not entirely sure. It's always a possibility. Just by nature of the Sacred Wastes, and pretty much anywhere that's not either the closest reaches of the Empire near the capital or the eastern front, or in the cities of Valtros as well. Most cities and towns don't really have, like, they don't have a very long shelf life. Occasionally one manages to stick around, and that's through the natural resilience of the people there. But really the only mainstays that you can guarantee a town will be are the ones that are marked on the map.
Okay. Roger that. Well, I will climb atop Thalion. I don't know if we already did that. Ready to fly away.
Alright, he will fly back towards the base of the caldera, near the ruined tower that you had entered into the crucible, where you can see your mouse.
We can head back to the staging that we had set up.
This is where we part ways for now, Godsworn. I wish you luck on your journey. I must return to my duties.
Thank you, Thalion.
See that your path does not waver, Erebus. And with that, he will fly off back towards the temple that you just left. And then you guys are making your way back towards Vase Threads, where you had set up camp temporarily.
Yep.
Alrighty. You all make your way back without being accosted by anything on the way. Pull back. over there.
I like snake.
All right.
What? You have a snake that just roams?
What else do you expect a snake to do?
Like you have a snake just living with you? Oh,
You've
that's
seen
like
it
my
a few
one
times.
phobia.
Well, are you guys going to turn in and set out at first light? Or is there any
That is
conversations or anything you all wish to have before then?
Yeah. Are we all?
guard.
What's up?
I'm gonna heal guard.
Yay! Oh yeah, I've been shocked. That's right. He has lightning strikes on him.
Get 14 HP back.
I think. Hold on. No, that won't be full. It's very close though.
Well enough.
Yeah, all he has is a bruise now, or a lightning streak burn. Either way.
It's the 1 damage from me falling.
The 1 damage. There's 3, so there's it's 3 HP from full, so there's a little bit extra there somewhere. Guard will give his thanks, but he will and he will talk to the party as a whole.
Mr. DM, can I have a crystal bead? Or is that a nope?
For what?
No reason. It's one of my spells.
He narrows his eyes at you.
Wait. In order to do that spell, I need a ball of bat guano? What the
No. You have that's the normal components. You have you've got the wand of magic detection that you can use for spellcasting focus. Which is
Oh, so it's either a focus or the components?
yes.
Gotcha. Never mind then.
Your staff was also the focus that you were using before your wand too. Or your spell book.
What really is that?
It's a thematic choice as a character. You can either use a spell focus or you can use a component, in which case you only need a component pouch, and that has all the components you need unless there's a monetary value attached to the spell component.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm tracking now. So, Calum is going to open up his book. And he is going to... Oops. What the fuck am I doing? cause a... One second. I'm going to create a wizard quill and have my book kind of float behind me, and we're just gonna kind of like have it start writing
Okay.
in my book, and I'm gonna start kind of doing a little bit of research and trying to see if what I can. I'm gonna start trying to put something together. Is what I'm trying to do. So it's gonna take me a little bit of time on that one.
All right. Guard, you had something that you wanted to discuss?
Yeah. Guard would say, that was a long journey. I say before we start the next one, we should start it off strong. He will, because he doesn't have cards, sadly, he will take out a thing of dice.
Bone dice.
Does anyone want to have a game of dice? What was that?
Bone dice.
Bone dice. We'll go. Anyone want to play a game before bed?
You want to do some gambling?
Unless you want to gamble the air. I don't know what you're willing to gamble, but I was just talking, getting some wins on my belt.
What's the game?
Alright. Well, here's the game. And he's going to describe basically playing blackjack with dice. You keep rolling until
21.
Yeah, the closest to 21, and you choose whether to stay or not.
What is it? 2 D10s or whatever? Or just cost of D10s, or is it like D20s?
We'll go with D10s. It's weird for dice, but we'll go with that.
D4s that also function as caltrops.
You know what? Maybe. Could do that. Four-sided cube. Yeah. So who wants to go first?
I am off to the side doing my notes.
How dare.
Trying to do something. You just hear me talking to my quill and my thoughts, and I'm just muttering. Messing with like ruins in the air.
Erebus?
Sure. Wait,
Yes.
what do I roll?
Do two D10s just to simplify it. For the starting round, then after that, just roll one D10.
Okay, 2d10s. I'm going. I'm rolling. Rolled a 10. Okay, I'm gonna hit. So should I just roll again, or are you like
Just-
being a dealer? Are you gonna roll?
That's a good question. No, you roll. You roll.
Okay. 1d10.
Mm-hmm.
7. So I'm at 17. I'm gonna stay.
All right, guard will go next. $11. He's gonna hit again. Also a 17.
Oh. Oh.
No. 18. 18. Because he got an 11
Oh yeah.
and he got plus 7.
Oh, so you win.
There we go. Luck is with me the first round. Good thing we didn't gamble anything, right?
I was just about. I was like, I was gonna say I'll throw guard like 5 points, but.
I'll match that. He'll go again. This time he'll go first. Uh, 15. He's gonna go again. 19. He will stay.
Ooh. That's gonna be hard to beat. A 9. Okay. 13. I'm gonna hit. Oh, 114. I'm gonna hit again. 20, baby.
No way.
Give me those 5 gold coins.
Evilese. Alright, he pushes toward the coins.
Where?
He pushes over the coins. He goes, bah! Didn't need those coins anyways.
Neither did I. How much gold do you have?
A lot.
Yeah, I have 303.
I don't think I have that much. That's more papers than in a book, I think. I don't think I've read that much, though. Huh.
So at this point, you guys start seeing, and I'm like, I got it! And then you see, like, a half sphere kind of start popping up and kind of like enclosing, and I walk into it.
A half spear? And you walk into it?
Sphere.
A sphere, oh, okay.
He just stabs himself.
Oh!
I no longer want to live on this planet.
Does Caleb get encased by the spear? Sphere?
I make it, then you start seeing it start changing colors, and then I make it very opaque to the surroundings to where it makes it a little hard to see. But I don't think you can see me at all. You just see like a very opaque colored spear that now looks like the ground. Or a boulder.
Tell us the spell!
I pop my head out. Hey guys, look what I figured out. I'll pop my head back in.
Is it like a camouflage?
I pop my head back out, and it's like, this is basically a tiny hut that we can stay in. I can have it kind of help us protect us when we're on the road.
Is it a pocket dimension?
Not really. Feel free to come on in.
Okay. Alright, Erebus will bewilderedly saunter over as you see him kind of looking all around the thing, confused.
I grab your clothing and pull you in.
Ah! So, would is there anything notable inside of it, or is it just like a empty room?
No, it's just things can't really pass through unless I basically will it to allow them to pass through. So no creatures can pass through, but we can see on the
Like a
outside,
fortress.
as you saw, that we yeah.
Aha!
It's like a little mini fortress. And I can change the color and make some light or all darkness or all that too. In here, and I start playing with the dimming, and I just take my hand up to the top of it and kind of swish a glyph, and that kind of controls the light inside of it. There's like a ruin up top. So we can see everybody on the outside, but they just see what you saw on the looking in. So
Gotcha.
it's like a little mini like fortress, our own privacy like hut that allows us to sleep peacefully.
I like it. I like it.
It lasts for 8 hours. I don't know how to make it longer, but I can always just recast it. It takes a little bit of time, but. And you see my little quill like jotting down all notes and everything.
Alright.
So I know where the sphere is, right?
Just in the middle of the makeshift camp.
We were using one of the buildings.
Yeah.
We were?
I popped my head out. I just wanted to be able to do this. It's been on my mind for a little bit, but now we have it when we're on the road and not having these buildings here.
Good job, Gal. I'll rustle his hair.
It's no mansion, but maybe one day.
Now pop your head back in there again. Or, get back in there again. Hold on a second. Shoo.
What?
Go hide in your little orb.
I guess I go in my little orb and get slowly tucked back down.
Guard makes a compact ball of dirt. And he's gonna...
I now make it to where guard can't enter, and whatever he's about to throw can't enter.
He tries to throw it in before he does. Can he do it?
Well, I would consider it a hostile thing, so it wouldn't really have been able to pass in the first place. It will just clatter against the opaque dome.
Now you can see the opaque dome because it had dirt on it.
I pop my head out. Hey, it worked! Hey, guard, come take a look real quick. And I pop my head back in.
All right, he'll run up there and be like, "What are you hiding in there?"
Does he run into it?
Are you gonna try and enter it, guard?
Yup.
You feel yourself.
He doesn't know how to spell.
You feel yourself smacking into. It feels like very hard glass. It makes you a bit sore.
I pop my head out. Oops, my head. Are you gonna be nice?
You wouldn't be making these concessions
I tuck my head back
if you
in.
didn't have this bubble here. I don't need to be invited in anyways. I got this place over here, and he points at the building. He sits back down where he was and collects his dice.
I let Garden know if he wants.
It's too late. He's been barred from the playhouse. It's done.
For now.
All right. Well, on that note, we will call the session there for the week.
Level up?
Level
No.
up.
You guys literally just got two levels before last session. Relax.
And then we didn't even like really do anything.
Ken,
Yep, I got it.
are we now taking like a long rest now?
We will pick up on the long rest next time.
Damn.
Next week, bucko.
Yes, sir.
Or you'll have to make a new character.
All right. Well, now we can start getting into things proper. I'm pretty excited. I got some cool stuff lined up.
Nice.
You die in the desert on the way. No cool stuff for you. We're all dead now.
Guard becomes a cactus.
Well, I will end with my usual. Did everybody enjoy themselves? Everybody have fun?
Yeah.
Any questions, comments, and/or concerns?
The tape came off my nose. I'm concerned about that.
Yeah. Alright. I'm a motherfucking dragon, bro.
I'm concerned about that. Is it a good dragon or a bad dragon?
I'm a good dragon. I think.
Your divinity will take whatever path you desire.
Okay. He's a good dragon. Remember, Erebus is on a path of redemption.
We'll see about that.
I was thinking about, when we were talking about how the ground doesn't eat you alive or swallow you without warning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sandworms. It's all shy-hulled.
Sandworms.
Alright.
No. Dune in this world at this time of the year.
It does seem like the kind of place there'd be fucking sandworms.
I think the Shattered Pantheon is probably more of a place where there would be.
As soon as I said that, I
absolutely.
was like, wait, there's the...
Also, the Empire is mostly desert too.
Gotcha.
Soulwrath.
Yeah. Although to be fair, there's just a general. I mean, desert is what happens when a land dies. So there's a few deserts around.
Yeah. So,
Oh, I don't know. I'd say deserts are fine. It's the Badlands is when things die. Deserts can be very much alive.
true. Just looking foxes. That
I don't feel alive in the desert. I feel like I'm melting. Actually, Etrigan can tell us about that. He's been to Arizona. How are the deserts there?
Hot and terrible.
Yeah, I bet.
I used to hike in deserts all the time.
What specific, Wait, how do you hike in deserts? Hold on.
We're in a desert. High desert. Fucking, like all of Eastern Oregon is a desert. Juniper trees and sagebrush.
Did you
Smoke
eat
some
it?
sage.
I was gonna say, did you eat any of those plants?
No, you can't really eat any of those.
Nah.
What? That stinks. But they're full of water.
Oh, wow.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna pop out and say goodbye to the stream real quick. Alrighty, well, there you have it. The next stage of the journey begins. I got some pretty cool stuff lined up. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm gonna do a little teaser over here really quick. See if I can get the image. And then share it without all of the other stuff being revealed. One moment. Of course not. Let's see. Let me add another thing, another source real quick. Display capture. Is it this monitor? Yeah. Boom. There you go. And this is what awaits our players. I will catch you all next time.